North Judson was a railroad town. The economy of the town depended primarily on the railroads, which consisted of 4 railroads: Chicago and Erie, Chesapeake and Ohio, New York Central, which also ran along the north side of Knox, and the Pennsylvania. The 4 railroads each had 2 section crews going east and west out of North Judson. A 5 or 6 man section crew, together with a ticket agent and a freight agent in the stations, in each of the railroad stations. The railroads gave employment to about 48 families. That's why North Judson depended on them. The Pennsylvania Railroad was a genuine nuisance to us as kids because it was between school and home. And at noontime, invariably, there was one of the trains holding us up from getting home for lunch, which then, of course, cut into our ball playing time when we'd like to get back to school. Temptations sometimes were great to crawl under the train, which was, to say the least, a very dangerous action. Early in my childhood, sometimes in the 1920s, the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad discontinued operation of the railroad station in North Judson. The Erie and the New York Central used the same station, which was called the Union Station. Pennsylvania Station was along what was appropriately called Railroad Street. Located about 250 feet of the Pennsy Depot was the interlocking towers. This was a large 2-story building which was manned by a crew who handled the large levers that operated the signals that gave directions to the trains coming and passing through town. It told the engineer how to proceed. North Judson at one time had super rail service, east, west, north, and south. All 4 railroads had daily passenger service. 2 railroads at least operated 4 passenger trains daily. The Pennsylvania would offer a special rate called an excursion, and the round-trip fare to Chicago was $1. When this was offered, a group of us would take advantage of that low rate and go into Chicago to the ball game, especially me when the Yankees were playing. That was my team. Along the east side of Railroad Street was a hotel called, I believe, the North Judson Hotel, which accommodated passengers who had to transfer trains. Years later, this building was the home of the Trim Trousers, a branch of a company located in Michigan City. Another garment factory located in North Judson was called the Shirt Factory. It was located on the 2nd floor of a large 2-story frame building located at the northeast corner of the intersection of Lane and Sycamore Streets. That's at the north end of town.